Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the greatest of them all? My, oh my, it's got to be me, because I'm the only one I see. This was the quote from my first book, Got It Going On, an image awareness guide for young ladies. Dr. Height was the very first endorsement and my cover quote in 1996. Little did I know that 12 years later, I would get a personal call. And when Dr. Height calls you, it's very simple. Ms. Farabee, it's Dr. Height, please call me back. She called me personally after I left my good government job in the executive office of the mayor and said, I'm so sorry that you don't have a job. Please come see me. As you know, my name is Janice Farabee. I'm the director of the Bethune Program Development Center at the National Council of Negro Women, the great niece of Dr. Dorothy Boulding Farabee, second national president of the National Council of Negro Women. After Mary McLeod Bethune, I'm 54, fit, fierce, and fabulous. Hey! Native New Yorker, now living in Washington, D.C. As I said, I am an author, fitness enthusiast, sassy social worker. Who are the social workers out in the club? Okay, sassy social worker. As was Dr. Height, a world traveler and youth advocate, passionate about providing girls and young women with the tools to prepare them for guidance, to embrace their God-given goodness, and the tools also to prepare them to step into their greatness. And I hope that each one of you young ladies are getting prepared to step into your greatness. I am extraordinarily grateful for the special opportunity and experience I had to work alongside Dr. Height for the past 2 years in the shadow of greatness like Mary McLeod Bethune and my great aunt, Dr. Farabee. Dr. Height would share conversations with me about my great aunt and their work together. And although I am an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, pink and green, and Dr. Height was crimson and cream, a Delta woman, we teased each other when we wore each other's color. When I wore red, it was just dark pink, but she was happy to see that. When she wore pink, she said, Miss Farabee, you don't see any green here, do you? But I chose to wear this pin, purple, to honor Queen Mother, Dr. Height, as President Obama called her the godmother of the civil rights at her services at the National Cathedral. And just to tell you a little bit about the work that she did and my working alongside of her, even President Obama mentioned, and we were talking about this earlier, that Dr. Height spent a lot of time with different presidents. With this president, she didn't come just once, she didn't come just twice. She made 21 visits to the White House in that short span of time. And Dr. Height would want you to know the building, the National Council of Negro Women building on Pennsylvania Avenue, is the only African-American, only women-owned building, African-American women, on the corridor of power. So you have to pass in front of our building, and she always said this, that all the presidents have to pass in front of our building on the way from the Capitol to the White House. So she was very, very proud of that. And again, it was my privilege to be able to sit. My office was right above hers, but just to sit and talk with her. She came to work every day, almost every day. Suit, makeup, hat, and she'd be in her office, and you would just walk in, and I don't think a lot of people realized how accessible she was. Up to the time that we had to, and very honest, we had to trick her into going to the hospital. She was at her desk, and we knew that things were going on, with her, and we had to trick her to get her to the hospital because this work that she did, the work about equality, human rights, women's rights, was so very important to her that she sacrificed her life for that. But we had to trick her in order to get her to the hospital, and we had to even trick her to keep her there because she was on her way that evening to receive an award. So in her spirit, we know that, and I hope that there are some feisty females out there who are like her. We've got some up here on the stage, but I hope that you all out there are going to be doing the work that she is doing, that are going to make it your absolute passion to do the work that you believe in, whether it's around civil rights, around human rights, around women's rights, around trafficking, around teen pregnancy prevention, whatever it is, around advocacy, whatever it is that you choose. I have chosen to work with girls, and as I said on Oprah, that I will do this work until I take my last breath. And I hope that you all have that same passion. It is my privilege and honor to carry on the work of Dr. Height, engaging and empowering girls and young women around the world. I've been to South Africa 3 times. I'm going to get to Cape Town. But just to expand your minds, expand, for those of you who have not been out of the country, travel the world. Travel the world. It is one of the most inspiring things. I remember the trip that I took in 2004. I took 2 of my Got It Going On hip-hop fitness team members with me, 2 young ladies who just graduated from college. But take yourselves around the world. Invent yourself. Create yourself, as was said here today. And as I said on Oprah, I will do this and take my last breath, as did Dr. Height. She literally worked until she was taken to the hospital. She personified dedication and commitment. And as when my mother passed on New Year's Day 2003, and my sister on May 1st, 2005, I will say about Dr. Height as well, the heavens are a little brighter now that she is among the stars. May God's peace be with you, Dr. Height, and may you all remember her for her great body of work and the courageous sacrifice she made for human rights, women's rights, racial equality, and integrity. On behalf of NCCW, I am proud to accept this award in Dr. Height's extraordinary memory. I want to say thank you to AAUW, to NASPA, and to this conference for honoring Dr. Height, who was my boss, my grandmother, my friend, my mentor, a living legend, a national treasure, and a world icon. Again, I thank you, and I hope that each one of you will create a legacy of honor as your lives unfold. Have a peaceful, purposeful, and powerful future. Thank you.